you left Rufus Cars and finished your apprenticeship. So what did you do then, Derek?
Well, I should have done national service, but instead I signed on in the Navy, and I joined the Navy, and I did 2 years, 311 days in the Navy before being transferred to the Army, because I preferred working on vehicles rather than being electrician in the Navy.
Right.
I wasn't the best of electricians, put it that way.
So you were happy when you moved on?
I managed everything, and I got an award while I was in the Navy, what they call the Herbert Lott Award, and I was asking Jim down the road, you remember? Yes. Jim down there, asking Jim what he knew about the Herbert Lott Award, and he's spouting away and he's telling me all this, that and the other, and my chest coming out like this. And then when he'd done, I says, I got that for our division, and his face dropped a mile.
Wonderful.
Yeah, it's for who's done the best in that year for that department.
Oh, what an honour that was.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Yeah, and it were all to do with floodlighting, ship making fittings for it.
Ah.
Yeah. It were all through working up here, you know, welding and fabricating.
Yes. You've got some knowledge, and you kind of were able to use all that.
Oh yes, I worked alongside a Lieutenant Bray. He was one of the lower deck lieutenants, not a Cambridge lieutenant.
Oh, well, explain the difference.
Well, he wasn't straight from university. He'd come up through the ranks.
Through the ranks, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you had quite an important man, I think, as a captain, did you?
We did, yes.
And he
Captain Morgan Giles. Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about him.
He was very good. He's the one who started up a trust to get the Belfast Preserve, which, as you know, is on the Thames now. And he was very good at volunteers to go to different parts of the world, depending what was going on whether Admiralty had let him do it. And I say, for instance, we was in Hong Kong when East Africa, Tanganyika got their independence, and he wired off to Admiralty to see if we could represent Britain there, and they sanctioned it. So we'd quite a sail, I think about 8,000 miles from Hong Kong to East Africa, and we called in at Singapore to pick up the Royal Marine Band, and we then stopped at the island where the RAF base was at Gan in the Marianas, and not the Marianas, Maldive Islands, sorry, and then we carried on to Mombasa, and then down to Dar es Salaam for the celebrations and what have you, and then it was back up to Singapore for Christmas.
It sounds like a holiday cruise, Derek, not a year of service. How long did that take that you were at sea, kind of coming home?
Well, coming home was different. Coming home was different. We'd been given a date to be in Portsmouth. I think it was 19th of June. And as I said before there, he had his own ideas where he'd like us to go, and so we set off from Singapore, and we went to Hong Kong, and then we went to the Marianas. That's right, stopped at Marianas, and then and went to Guam, and then across the ocean to Honolulu and Pearl Harbor. And after a short stay there, it was across to San Francisco, up the coast to the World Trade Fair at Seattle, and then up to Canada for celebrations, centenary celebrations in Canada. Then it was back down and through the Panama Canal to Port of Spain, Trinidad, and that was the actual last port of call. And then it was back home to England.
That was.
Yeah.
Amazing. Yeah. And did he finish his career when you came home, or did he go on? Did the captain
Morgan Giles?
Morgan Giles, sorry.
I'm not sure what he did after that, because of course everybody gets sent somewhere else, you see. When we got back, I went back up into Scotland to Lochinvar, to the shore base up there, and until so obviously I swapped over then to the army. So I'm not sure what he did then, but the ship did recommission for home sea service, but I can't say it did 12 months on home sea service before being put into reserve. But I'd lost touch with it then.
Yes.
Until of course it started to be preserved.
For its